And we are at Hotel Victoria.
All right, well, welcome to Toronto. Here's a quick tour of our room.
Very quick tour since we're in Hotel Victoria. And it's pretty small. Everything is nice. The shower is super tiny. So obviously we are here for the Toronto International Auto Show. If you haven't seen the one from last year, there's a click in the link below. For right now, we are going to go grab some food.
Yay.
There's the CN Tower, and we already see our first car, Aston Martin. Nice. I like the color too. And the first car that we see is, of course, a Barbie-themed Maserati. We are currently at the 2025 Toronto International Auto Show. Now, we went to the one in LA, and we've been to, obviously, the one in Buffalo. I've even been to the one in Detroit, and personally, I honestly like this one better. So we're not just going to show you everyday cars, we're going to show you the cool new concepts, all the cool stuff that they have to offer. So stick around and
Stay tuned.
This is the 2024 Maybach.
Dodge Charger Daytona. Now this is not just the one and only Dodge Charger, this is the one and only electrified muscle car on the market, and it is still the quickest and the fastest. This beautiful Charger in peel out orange was down a quarter mile in only 11 seconds and 0 to 60 in just 3 seconds. Now, before I get to all that incredible power and capability, I'll talk about this amazing muscle car. I want to talk about the first thing you fell in love with when you saw it is the design. Now, this is the 2-door version. Later on, there'll be the 4-door version of the Charger. Now, up front here, you have, of course, the new grille. Now, it's very, of course, reminiscent of the old school muscle cars. It's supposed to mimic the 1969 version of the Dodge Charger. Now, back in 1969, they didn't have LED lighting. We did downforce, and of course, actually improves your range when you're driving. On the side, you have, of course, these nice flared out front and back. So these are 305 tires Charger. There'll be a 4-door, and there'll also be a 2-door and 4-door.
This is the brand new Lucid Gravity. I guess the biggest thing that they're doing now is leasing to offset some of their dropping price if they sell them. And we have a little bit of a Ferrari collection here. 3 of them so far, including their new hybrid plug-in. I will say it is very beautiful. Okay, so we have a Rolls, 2 Rolls, and a baby Aston Martin DB5 Junior is what they're calling it. That is so tiny, but it's also $90,000. I guess it's better than $536,000 for the big boy toys. Well, that looks like the newer version of the Aston Martin we saw on the street. Wow, they got all the high-end cars up here. The Bugatti Chiron. I like that they actually tell you the prices of it. This Pininfarina is $3.1 million, the red one. And the Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport right here is $4.799 million. And they actually did it in USD as well. That's a 2021. So this is the color that you want if you're pulling up to your Monaco hotel. Lamborghini and it's a mere $902,000. These Uruses have just literally been everywhere now. I see them all the time in like South Beach, Miami, even in New York City. Personally, for $305,000, that's not a bad deal to get into a Lambo versus the almost $1 million there. But if you really want to show class, the Bentley Continental GT for $488,190 kind of would be my jam. Unless you just wanted to go with like a Rolls Royce SUV for $695,000. And now we're in the McLaren lane. Here's the 750S. I like the graphics. I don't know. Let me see if you can see the graphics. Yeah, that's different. And last on the exotic end, we have Maserati. Beautiful looking cars. Not really the best for maintenance and warranty. Now there is the beginning. That's where we came up the stairs. And normally they have all these cars like downstairs in like a big room where everybody can see it. But for some odd reason, this year they put it at the end, and look at the traffic jam it's causing. Yeah, it's terrible. The walkways are really small. Everybody's just huddled up, and it feels like it's 100 degrees with 100% humidity. But we're here, so you don't have to be. Wow, it's not just New York City that they have these here too. This is for Ram Dodge. Here's another Dodge Daytona electric that they have. Now, one of the things that you may not have caught is the front spoiler wing. That's kind of cool, I gotta say.
And here we are at the Jeep exhibition. We did do this in New York City. You get to test drive the Jeeps.
Well, you don't get to test drive the Jeeps, but they take you along to show you all the stuff that it can do, which is pretty cool. Yeah, definitely not too bad, but there's probably about an hour wait just to do this. The one in New York City this track was actually outside. A couple of Alfa Romeos driven by kids. These Grenadiers are actually really cool looking. Kind of like old school Land Rovers. It's definitely not for the basic outdoorsman. So I'm not sure what's going on. We'll find out. But this is the line, that line right there. This is the line to get to the south building. I don't know why they're stopping people halfway through, but this is the first year I've ever seen a line that big. Yeah, look at that.
That's ridiculous.
Holy cow. All right, I will admit that I came in from the other side because I was looking at those cars and kind of just walked in. I kind of skipped that whole line. So sorry about that for everybody that's over there. But yeah, this is ridiculous. Wow, look at the amount of people. All right, I will say I do like the lights that they put in around the front. That actually looks really cool. Oh, this one looks even better. It actually kind of looks like a heart.
A little bit. Looks like a butt.
Now the funny thing is, back here, once you go down, there's still another level down, but normally this whole area is a food court with pizza, and yeah, apparently they removed all the food just so BMW could take over this floor. Welcome to the level. And here, wow, they even have a real one too.
Oh look, there's pizza.
I guess that's where they relocated them to. Can you tell which one of those McLaren P1s is Lego?
Give you a hint.
That's the slowest hint ever. Okay, so we realized where they relocated the food court. Down there. There's no normally exhibitions in there, but apparently that's the new food court this year.
And then shocking, there's a giant line for the Lego store.
Wow. Okay, so for reference, that's the real car. McLaren P1. And that's the Lego.
I don't know if you guys can see, but the blue, that's the engine. They even made the engine out of Legos. How cool is that?
We'll definitely get a little bit closer to check it out. Wrong way. Okay, we'll definitely get a little bit closer to check it out, but that is cool. We have the race cars where this is actually luckily the same place. They've switched things around a lot this year of where things are. In a couple of months, we're going to be back here for what's called Import Fest. It's the largest car auto enthusiast show. That is really cool. That's got to weigh next to nothing. Funny cars. That's the best co-pilot right there. All right, after a quick little beer break with a $14 beer, now we are back on the show. So we're here at the McLaren P1, the Lego McLaren P1 Hybrid, and the actual McLaren P1 that you can actually buy. So if you saw our Florida trip, we did go down to see Tavares rebuilding this exact car. This is what the finished product will look like. He's going to change the color, but if you didn't watch that video, here is his. So this is the flooded McLaren P1. If you haven't seen what happened to this, I'll drop a video here. Alrighty, so here we are. Here is the McLaren P1 Lego. If you see the steering wheel, it is actually drivable. The Formula One race car driver, I keep forgetting his first name, did actually drive this around the track. So it does drive, steer, brake. just like its big brother. There you go. You can test out your skills on how quickly you can change a Formula One tire. One lug nut. There you go, the next Formula One driver, or not. Where you can test your limits as well. Hopefully better than this. We got the RS e-tron. I mean, it's really cool on the fact that it's electric. R8 GT. And apparently we just walked into the Audi room. Kind of cool that they have their own little room. Everybody's got their own little wing this year. This is a beautiful spec car. So apparently this is the location where you come if you actually want to try out some of these cars.
All right, so here's the types of cars that you can test drive. From Nissan all the way to Dodge, Lexus, Audi, you name it.
And here's a little test track. It's all inside.
It is so quiet, besides the wheel squeaking.
It's been very busy this year. Extremely busy. So that's part of the reason that everything's so quiet in here. All of the cars that they're testing out, they're all electric.
Ooh, look at that Nissan. Oh.
Yeah, this Nissan is flying. But yeah, they're all electric. Look at this car. That's not electric. You down with OPP? Canada is. Alright, not gonna lie, for a police vehicle, this thing is pretty sweet. Man, this Uber driver sucks. And everybody loves getting their picture taken in the back of a cop car. So we are almost done, don't worry about it. We're on the final level, checking out the Polestars. Okay, cool design on billboards. Not so much on your vehicles. It must have been too late to pull out or to cancel them, but I'm honestly surprised that here in Canada, where they boo the national anthem, that Tesla is here. I wouldn't even drive a Tesla in the States now. Okay, so here is the Buick Enclave. And to be perfectly honest, we have not seen like many or hardly any concepts from any of the big car company manufacturers. So here is a quick view of Chevy, Volvo, Ford's back there, we'll get back there. There's GMC, Lexus, and Toyota, but so far I haven't seen any cool concepts or anything noteworthy. So let's see what Ford has. So this is the Blazer SS EV all-wheel drive, and it really is actually a pretty decent looking car. And my mom had a Blazer back in the day, but as shown, $77,000. Even though that's Canadian, that's bananas. The T-Rex, like before the Polaris one, this was the 3-wheel vehicle that actually sold. It's very expensive, and I actually, believe it or not, looked at the Chinese knockoff for like $3,000. Now this is a thing of beauty. Here is the Chevy ZR1. Their race car for the Rolex 24 at Daytona. And it looks like they actually won that race. So that's why it shows a little wear and tear. And we have an American classic. Besides Jenna, we have the original Bigfoot. I'll say this about Ford. At least they have the extra plush carpet. It's good on my feet at the very end. And right when you thought we were done, we go to the original building and go all the way down to the basement, and we have even more exotics, like this beautiful Ferrari. Nice Lamborghini. That's an interesting color for an Aston Martin. All right. Those are some cool cars. That's a really nice Viper. I like the color. And we have, on in 60 seconds, Eleanor. Okay, so starting, we have the Pagani, Porsche GT, Lexus LFA. It originally became extremely expensive. Originally it was like $450,000. Nobody bought it, but now it's a collector car. This is amazing. This is the first time I'm seeing this. This is the brand new Lamborghini Countach, the new edition, and it looks beautiful. We have a Lamborghini Diablo, a Ferrari F40. That's actually really cool. If you saw last year, there was a red one, and they even have a Ferrari F50 too this year. That's awesome. And this is a Porsche replica. I think it might actually, no, it's a Porsche replica of James Dean's Little Bastard. You got a couple of Lotuses here as well. I like the color scheme of that one. So it's not just old cars that they have classics like the original Mercedes. The eras that we may not want to talk about. The 60s Roadsters were definitely nice. And the 2006 McLaren SLR Coupe. That is really fast and really nice. We have the Mercedes SLS. And then we have the Mercedes AMG GT Black Series. So this is the Mercedes concept. It looks beautiful. Look at the gap in the tire. That is a low gap. This one looks kind of cool from the front. I'm not sure how I feel about that tail end though. This is different. Okay, this looks kind of cool. If you're a Star Wars fan, you would love this car. Jenna getting in on the front.
All right, well, this is the end of the Toronto Auto Show. I hope you enjoyed it. now we're gonna go to our favorite steakhouse to eat.
So the auto show was good. I liked it. The setup was just so weird that it kind of threw us off. But hope you liked it. Currently we are at the Keg Steakhouse. We came across it when we stayed across the street at Novotel, and it is awesome. I mean, come on, look at this.
All right, well, that was the Toronto Auto Show. I hope you enjoyed it. We're back at the hotel.
And I hope you like the audio. We actually used mics during the auto show just because we tried it without it and it sounded horrible. So hopefully the mics did work and it was something good. The next time we're gonna post a video, unfortunately it's not gonna be for a little bit. We're gonna be back here in Canada in July, but don't worry, we've already booked our trip to Europe. So we are going to go to 4, 5, 6 countries. We're going for over 2 weeks. So definitely want to keep it, hit the
Like, comment, and subscribe.
buttons so you can keep up with all our shenanigans. Thank you for watching. We'll see you soon.